lady is being escorted by two of our patients, Nathan Sim and Terriana Cook-Starkey. Thank you very much, Nathan and Terriana. Now, on behalf of our patients, our families, our hospital staff, and our volunteers, I'd like to officially welcome you, Mrs. Trump. It is such a pleasure to have you back at Children's National. Your annual visits mean so much to the kids and bring so much excitement and cheer to our patients and our families. And with that, Mrs. Trump, I will turn it over to you.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here, and I have a book here to read it for you. Oliver, the Ornament. The smell of Thanksgiving dinner was still in the air. The guests had gone home hours ago, and now it was time for Henry and Holly to go to bed. Tomorrow was going to be a big day. Tomorrow, they were going to decorate their Christmas tree. Mom and Dad tackled both of them in, and then went to bed themselves. Soon, the whole family was in dreamland. But not everyone in the Nelson household was dreaming. Oh no, not at all. In fact, some were just getting up from a very, very long nap. You see, packed away deep in the Nelson attic were many boxes filled with some of the family's most precious possessions. These boxes were filled with their cherished Christmas ornaments. Hey, Oliver, wake up. It's time to get ready. Tomorrow is our big day, said Belle. Oh, Belle, is it that time already? Oliver asked in a sleepy voice as he rubbed his eyes. You sure look nice, he added. Belle liked Oliver because he often said nice things to her and the other ornaments. Suddenly, Edsel zoomed by with his red lights flashing and sirens screaming. Ooh, slow down, Edsel. You will run someone over, Oliver shouted as he jumped out of the way. Don't tell me to slow down. You're useless, Edsel replied. What happened to your arm, Oliver? Belle asked. Oh, it broke this summer, but it's okay, Oliver said. It doesn't hurt too much. It just kind of looks funny. Ha, now you can do anything that the rest of us can do, shouted Edsel. You're useless, he teased. I'm not useless. I can do a lot of things, replied Oliver. Oh yeah? Like what? Chimed in Buck. Well, I can. Oliver tried to stick up for himself, but he just couldn't find the right words. Like I said, Oliver is useless. Edsel laughed again. After the bullying of Oliver ended, the ornaments continued playing and dancing and shining themselves up for tomorrow's big day. Then, one by one, they hopped back in their boxes to get a good night's sleep. When all the ornaments were in the boxes, Edsel hopped back out and quietly tapped on Buck's box. What's up, Edsel? Asked Buck. Edsel whispered back, Hey, let's play a trick on Oliver. Oh, let's just leave him alone, replied Buck. Edsel insisted, and Buck gave in. So they hid Oliver's box behind the Easter basket where no one could see it. It's okay, Oliver told himself. The Nelsons will come get me tomorrow. I just can't wait to see them. I love them so much. With those happy thoughts, he went to sleep. Oliver woke up extra early next morning, hearing so much noise and commotion. Oliver didn't know his box had been hidden in the back corner, so he kept thinking he had been taken next. But after a while, Oliver heard was silence. How will I ever get out of here? Will I miss Christmas? Oh no, that can't be, he thought. Poor Oliver then started to cry, but suddenly no one could hear him. Meanwhile, Mom, Dad, Henry, and Holly were busy hanging the ornaments on the tree. You could see the excitement on each ornament's face as it found its new home on this beautiful Christmas tree. When the tree was completely decorated, Mom wondered what had happened to Oliver. He will turn up at some point. He just has to, she thought. Once the Nelson family left the room, Belle asked Edsel, "What did you do to Oliver?" "Nothing. I don't know anything," said Edsel. "Come on, Edsel. Oliver was the first ornament ever on the tree," pleaded Fraser. "What's the big deal?" said Crystal. "He's so old and he's useless." Teddy and Norb disagree and shouted to all the ornaments could hear, "We have to find Oliver." As they approached the attic, they heard crying from inside. It sounded like the crying was coming from a box behind the Easter basket. Henry and Holly opened the box and saw Oliver, but he didn't want them to see him cry, so he pretended to be asleep. "Who are you?" asked Holly. Oliver answered, "Close your eyes and start to imagine your mom and dad years ago." "You see," he continued, "it was one of their very first date. They were ice skating in the town square just before Christmas. I could see them from the window in the village chopé where I was hanging. They then come into the shop, and your dad brought me for your mom. I think he bought me because my skates were just like his. Later, he gave me to her as he said goodnight. When she got home, she hung me on her tree. I was the only ornament on the tree at that time. From the smile on your mom's face, I knew right then and there that they were perfect for each other and that they would be together forever." Then Oliver told them stories about all different ornaments. One by one, he called out his friends on the tree, telling their stories and how each of them was so very special to Mom and Dad. "You see, Henry and Holly," said Oliver, "every ornament tells a story." As he said this, Crystal started melting from her eyes and tears started to roll down Edsel's headlights. And Buck, well, Buck was so upset he couldn't stop crying. He felt so bad about how he had treated Oliver. Henry and Holly disagreed, telling Oliver it was a misunderstanding, but they respected his wishes and placed him on the back of the tree. As they did, Oliver looked back at his new friends and winked at both of them. Once the children were upstairs and the brightly lit tree sat alone, Belle said, "Well, what do you have to say for yourself, Edsel?" "Oh, Oliver, I'm sorry. I guess I'm just, well, gee, I'm sorry. I really liked hearing all of your stories, Etzel replied. No worries, said Oliver. We are all here, and we are all going to help the Nelsons have the best Christmas ever. The Etzel said, You know, Oliver, I'm in your place. You should be right here in the front of the tree. But everyone else said, No, Etzel, you can't move yourself. Only people can move you. I'm a fire truck, so I think I can handle it, he insisted. Oliver, this is your spot. So Etzel unhooked his ladder from the tree and jumped to the next branch, but disaster struck. Etzel was falling off the tree, hitting one branch after another, until he was almost to the floor, where he would surely shatter into 1,000 pieces. The ornaments all screamed, Oh no! Then out of nowhere, Oliver whooped down and caught Etzel, using his good arm. Etzel couldn't believe it. Oliver had swung, jumped, skated, and climbed down to save him. Just then, Mom and Dad came home and said goodbye to the babysitter. As they sat in front of the tree, Mom said, You know, I couldn't find Oliver today. He was our first ornament, and he's been with us since our first date. I will have to find him tomorrow because it just wouldn't be Christmas without him. I love that little guy so much. Hey, Mom, look. You did bring Oliver out, said Dad. No, I didn't. It must have been Henry on Holly, she replied. But one thing's for sure, Oliver belongs on the front of the tree. Then Mom realized that Oliver's arm was broken. Oh no, this can't be. I'll just have to fix this, she said. So she got a Christmas napkin and made a sling from Oliver's arm and placed it on him, making everything better for Oliver. And then Mom and Dad hang Oliver right in the front of the tree, just above Etzel, surrounded by Belle, Teddy, Abby, Norb, Crystal, and the rest of his friends. Mom and Dad turned off the lights on the tree and went to bed. But then the magic of Christmas lit the tree up again, and all the ornaments sang together. Oliver felt the Christmas spirit more than ever, knowing how much his family and friends loved him and how much he loved them in return. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year.
For that lovely story, Mrs. Trump. We really, really enjoyed it. It was an amazing story, and it's hard to even talk. It was so emotional because I have a bad hand too. So, but I'm Kurt Newman. I'm the CEO of Children's National, and I'm so happy to be here with all of you this afternoon. And we are just honored to have the author of this amazing story, Mr. Todd Zimmerman, with us, and I'd like to see if he would take a moment to say a quick hello.
Yes, hello everyone, and Merry Christmas. I'd like to thank the hospital, all the patients, and the wonderful staff here for the hospitality. Mrs. Trump, I'd especially like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for including me in this wonderful tradition that started when Bess Truman was the First Lady. It is such an honor, and I'm humbled by your kindness. I also want to thank you for everything you do to promote kindness through your Be Best Foundation and all of your daily activities. It's that same type of kindness that we're trying to promote with Oliver the Ornament, and it's that same message that we hope all of you receive this Christmas season and throughout the entire year. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And Mr. Zimmerman, thank you for that signed copy of the book and your generous gift of books to the hospital. It's so meaningful. And Mrs. Trump, we really appreciate your taking time out of what I know is just an amazingly busy schedule to visit everyone here at Children's National, including many of our patients in our neonatal intensive care unit. It's been a real pleasure. Before you go, we'd like to present you with a gift to commemorate this special day, and I think our young folks are going to be presenting that gift to you. I think we all ought to give special thanks to Nathan and Terriana, who were just incredible escorts. You did such a great job today, Nathan and Terriana. And as we say goodbye to Mrs. Trump, I'd like to ask everyone to remain seated. And we have a special treat. We have Samantha Rios here today, who's just a worldwide sensation, and she's going to help us all sing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." Thank you again, Mrs. Trump, and happy holidays to you, the President, your son, and the rest of your family. Just thank you so much, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having
We
me.
wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. All the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.